Y'all have been trying to follow me. Y'all been trying to follow me. But I'm gonna make up another word today. My son he gonna make me a shirt that's got all these M's on it with all these made up words. And these are Bishop's words right here. Today I'm going to minister to you from the subject mendability. Mendability. All right? I'm not going to have you touch three people and say it and repeat it because y'all going to mess it all up. Y'all already messed it up in your mind right now. You already messed it up in your heart. If you want to spell that, that's capital MEN dash DABILITY. I'm talking to you today about mendability. All right? All right, you may be seated. Y'all look so confused. So far, we have been talking to our men about things men need. As we recognize that June is Men's Mental Health Month. Also noted in June, we have Men's Father Day. Someone wanted to argue with me about, we should also say to the single mothers. That argument come up every year. I just ignore it. Like, that's not even an argument. As you want me as a single mother to honor you as a father being both, but you mad because you don't have the other half. It just don't make sense to me. However, that's not what we're talking about today. I'm just saying to you that today and this month has been significant to men as we've been dealing with our mental health, and also we've been celebrating Father's Day. And it's just a good month to look into and delve into the necessities of men. Most of the time when you begin to minister to men, we start talking about and fussing at them about what they're not, and about how they need to toe the line and how they need to come up and be better. I didn't want to do that because I feel like I didn't want to say it. Evangelist Danielle, I was not going to say it. But I feel like the women in men's lives, I feel like you all do a really good job, very thorough. Flawless victory, if you will, at reminding the brethren on where they need to come up. And I'm not saying that it's not necessary. In some instances, as you being a helper, sometimes you have to let us know when we're not towing the line, when we're slipping up, when we're messing up. Because not only are we messing up for ourselves, but if you're with us, we're messing up for you too. Amen? I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think that it would be a crime and a shame for a wife to have a husband that she couldn't tell that he was messing up, even though his messing up isn't just messing up for him, it's messing up for her too. But then I would just say to the women that you shouldn't be doing that unless you are submitting to him as your head. Well, that's a different conversation, different message. Mama, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying. Because he's not really messing up for you if you're not submitting to him. He's just messing up for himself. So you shouldn't be involved in trying to push him to toe the line and not mess up. It ain't gonna mess nothing up for you. You see what I mean? All right, let's go on with the message because y'all quiet today. I ain't getting no women support today. All last 3 weeks, y'all was like, yes! And today, y'all like, He using that cuss word, submission. I don't like that. So I wanted to talk to men differently today because I realize that men, especially today, they aren't just not towing the line because they don't want to. Some of them are not meeting the mark because they're being rebellious. Some of them aren't falling down and stumbling down because they are just resistant to truth or arrogant or proud in their ways. There are other factors also that can play into the inadequacies of why men aren't able to completely toe the line. There are some built-in inadequacies that some men don't even know are inadequacies. That there are some built-in deficits that some men don't even know are not there. Because one thing is true. You can't draw me a picture of anything you've never seen. You cannot teach me a lesson that you never learned. And so sometimes those deficits and everything is because of what we missed, because of what we didn't receive, because what was never filled in us. And one thing that I admire a lot about women and the female gender, it's one of the things I love, which is why it bothers me to see you all change that up and want to be masculine. I need you to keep this. Like, the world needs you to keep this. One of the things that I admire about the female gender is that you all start teaching womanhood at girlhood. You all are good at pulling your daughters and your nieces and your young female cousins together and putting them in a room and telling them, don't wear that like that, wear it like this. Don't put that on your face, put this on your face. Girl, if you walk out of here with that lipstick looking like that, you all have a way of you gonna put that in. You ain't gonna rinse that chicken off before you put it in there. Y'all have a way of don't you put that chicken over in there. You didn't put no water on it. What you talking about? We don't do that over here. Everybody that's grown up know what I'm talking about. We don't do that over here. Every woman in here ought to be shouting right now. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. Let some food hit a microwave or hit an oven or something. You ain't put no water on it. What the world? Right? And so you all have a way of doing that. Unfortunately, men, we've lost our tribal instinct on hearing from the elders and hearing from those before us on the ways and things that we need to operate and focus on. And so we're not as good, or we haven't been as good at really taking boys and showing them before they get there what manhood looks like and what it is. And because of that deficit, we've had to make it up on our own. We've had to learn it on our own. I'm not using this as an excuse. I'm telling you the ultimate truth. We have not learned it on our own. And then when you begin to talk about the separation of males from church, when you begin to talk about the separation of males from leadership, those are concepts and ideas that many of us never really picked up on. And so we had to learn by trial and error. And unfortunately, by the time a young lady meets a young man, she is already twice as trained on how to be a woman than he is trained on how to be a man. Now, you can be upset about that and keep browbeating him, You ain't never learned this before? Ain't nobody ever taught you how to do? How you going to walk over here to do? You could do that. But when you do that, you diminish the capacity of his manhood. Because one of the things that also distorts his manhood is your expectations. Because you can tell him how to be the kind of man that you want. But sometimes the kind of man you want is unrealistic. Doesn't exist. Oh, come on, somebody. Is on fantasy island. You can clap, Jelani. It's your month. It's your month, man. You can clap. You ain't got to be scared of no woman in here. It's your month. Y'all ain't got to be scared. It's your month. And you can admit it, because I am so heartbroken for single men these days, because the expectation for y'all, here she is, got the audacity. She already got 3 children when you met her. 3 baby daddies when you met her. And she don't want you to look at nobody else. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Lord. I've heard women tell men that they want to be in a relationship with, well, these are my kids. I know you're my husband, but before you say anything to them, you need to talk. The devil is in my house, and they eating food I'm helping put on the table. Every time they hit a light switch in here, the light come on because I'm helping to pay. So I was man enough for you to lay down with me. Oh, Jesus, why are you doing this? This is supposed to be a sunny morning, a good morning. No children in here today, so y'all just don't get it. Man, but not man enough to submit to, not man enough to follow, not man enough to listen to, not man enough to be transparent with. You still hiding your bank account. People ask me all the time, they married, they say, well, you know, is it a sin for us to have 2 separate bank accounts? I said, no, y'all can have as many bank accounts as you want. He don't have to be on all of them, but he should know about them. Just like you should know about them. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all said I could talk about mendability. Y'all said that I could help the brethren. Y'all said the whole month that I could help the brethren. All of us already know that y'all got a secret stash somewhere. We all, y'all, we already know. You must come into an understanding that you have been twice as trained by the time you 14, 15, if you paid attention. That's the secret. If you paid attention to what everybody was saying and wasn't just out there trying to do your own thing, if you paid attention, every female has been twice as trained to be a woman by the age of 14 than a boy at the age of 14 having been taught how to be a man. So by the time you meet him on the womanhood and the manhood perspective, you're already 2 steps ahead of him. So you can't be upset with him that he's coming up from the rear. You have to understand that a lot of things we don't have is because a lot of things we were denied. A lot of things we didn't receive. It's not an excuse, it's the truth. And I just wanted to take that pause for a moment because I wanted to let you know why I'm talking to the men like I am this month. Because they've been beat up enough. They've heard what they're not enough. And yeah, since we had to learn along the way, I'm sorry that you decided to be in my life and be a part of my life while I was still teaching myself and learning what it is. And I'm sorry that you were a part of that learning curve. Nobody ever taught me before that I don't need every woman in Detroit. I only need to focus on one. I didn't know that. Nobody ever taught me before that I need to concentrate on having a work ethic. And while I'm young, I need to save as much money as I can so that one day I need to open that can. I'm going to need all the money that's in it. Nobody ever taught me all of that. One of the most poignant scenes I've seen in movies was in the movie John Q, when Denzel is standing over the young man who is playing his son, and he's giving him the last instructions because Denzel is saying that he's going to give him his own heart. He's going to die, sacrifice his life so that he could give it to his son so his son can live on. So he says, since I'm not going to be here to teach you about being a man, let me tell you why you laying there. And he starts telling him different things. Always treat women right. Treat them with respect. Always love your mother and honor her. I'm not going to be here, so it doesn't matter. You take care of her like she is your own. And always make sure that you go and you get a job and save as much money as you can because you're going to need it. These are lessons that come forth out of a father's mouth to a son that he says, I may not be here with you to help you through these things, but at least if I can pour something into your life that you can carry with you for the rest of your life, that is the manhood that I am building. And unfortunately, we might not have gotten that from the start. But if you would be the role that you signed up to be, not the wife, not the girlfriend, not the baby daddy mamas and all of that, but if you sign up to be a helper to me, then you'll stay right there while I get it together. And you can tell me every now and then, well, it looked like that might be non-beneficial to you. You can tell me that, but I need you to still help me. Help me beyond the mistakes I make because I'm out here learning on my own. Help me beyond the curves that I throw because I'm out here learning on my own. I know I'm going to fall down sometimes, but help me to get up again instead of standing back and ridiculing me about how I'm not able to walk on my own and fall down sometimes. Yeah, if you're being a helper to me, I promise you that one day, every man in here, hear what I'm saying, one day you're going to get it. One day you're going to get it. And it's like I talked about last week, when you're younger and all of that kind of stuff, all the girls in middle school and high school, they all turn their nose up at you. And oh, look at it. But when you go back to that class reunion, you done worked out, got some muscles in some place. It's amazing how time will fix your face. Help me, Jesus. Amazing how time will fix your muscles. Time fix your body. And you walk in there with the right suit, smelling the right way, and your hair look right, and they don't even recognize who you are because when you were a boy, you dressed like a boy, you acted like a boy, you walked like a boy, you talked like a boy, but you're a man now, and at some point in time, you got it. And I just want every man in here to know, don't give up on yourself. You're going to get it. I promise you that if you keep walking with God, you're going to get it. I promise you that if you just keep on going, keep on moving, don't listen to the naysayer, you're going to get it. Everybody in here, if you believe that, then when you give God some praise that the men they're going to get it. 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 And how they say they're going to get it out the mud. You have to get out the mud. Sometimes, lady, y'all are part of the mud. But we going to get it, though. We going to get it. We gonna look, this is my last Sunday on Men's Month. Y'all give me a little bit of leverage. Give me a little bit of leverage. Now, men, don't clap on that part, especially if you're married, you got a woman here. Jelani, you can. You can clap on that part if you want to. You good. You good. You good. Jelani, like I clap if I want to. Ain't no rings on this finger. Clap if I want to. So we've talked about so far 3 things, because what I want to really pour into men, I want to help you to see those missing spots that you might be missing, that plays on your mentality, that plays on the way you think, that sometimes holds you down and holds you back from really fulfilling your life and feeling fulfilled in your life. I want you to not just hear the words that you are the head and not the tail. I want you to not only hear the words that you are blessed and highly favored. I want you to have an experience, a life experience, where you manifest the very words out of your mouth, that you manifest blessed and highly favored, that you manifest that you're the head and not the tail, that you manifest that God's anointing is on your life, that you manifest that the glory of God is with you, that you manifest that everything you put your hands to turns to gold because of the God that is with you, that you manifest that you can do all things through Christ which strengthens you, that you manifest that you can be the husband that God has called a husband to be, not her, but God, that you can manifest that you can be the father that God called you to be. Regardless of how many things that you have built up along the way, God can still take you and make something of your life. I want you to walk in it. I want you to flow in it. I want you to know it. I want you to go in it. I want you to grow in it. And I want you to glow in it. I want everywhere that you walk for people to see that when your feet touch the ground in that space, it's blessed because you were there. It's better because you were there. It's empowered because you were there. I want the kids all calling you blessed. I want your wife calling you blessed. I want a woman to say, you know what? I don't know what I would do if he wasn't walking in my life. I want you to stand up and be who God has created you to be. And I want you to know you can. Can I hear every man in here just shout, I can? You can. You can. You can. So we started out with one of the things missing. We told you you're missing a mission. Any man that doesn't have a mission, then you're already faltering behind. Because really, what wakes you up in the morning is that you got something to do. The most important strength that a man will ever have to get out of the bed in the morning is knowing that he has something to accomplish and that he can accomplish it. If you take a man and he don't have nothing to do that day, he ain't gonna do nothing. You take a man that don't have, if he don't have anything to do, if he doesn't have anything to accomplish, if he doesn't have anything in front of him that needs to be done, that he says, I am going to do it because I can do it, then he doesn't have any motivation to get out of the bed. He doesn't have any motivation to put any clothes on. He don't have any motivation to do anything that you might be wanting him to do. He doesn't have anything to do. That's why mothers with your sons, you need to always give them something to do. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You need to always give boys something to do. I didn't ask you to ask them what they want to do. That's your problem. You're too busy telling them that they could do whatever they want to do. But we live in the real world, and you can't do anything you want to do. You can't lay up at home on the Xbox, on the Nintendo, with the Nintendo Switch. You can't lay at home all day, and money is just going to come in your pocket. The devil is a lie. You can't do what you want to do. You have to do what needs to be done and what you can do. And you have to point boys in the direction to let them know. I don't care if you don't have homework from the teacher. You got homework because you in school. Yeah, y'all not listening to what I'm saying. I don't care if the teacher didn't tell you to read a book. You're going to bring me an assignment in the summertime. Every week, I want a book report. You got to give them something to do. Males must be productive. You in there coddling them and holding them and telling them when other men tell them that they need to get up out the bed and do something. You in there talking about, he ain't got to do nothing today. He ain't got to school. He needs some time to himself. The devil is a lie. Men who have time to themselves go by this motto: an idle mind is the devil's workshop. If you don't give boys something to do, and men, if you don't have something that you want to accomplish, something that you need to accomplish, something that you say, I can do this and I'm going to do this. If you don't have that in your day, if you don't have that, if you don't keep that, then you will do nothing. So part of your motivation is mission. You need to go to God and understand what his mission is for your life here. And then you don't have to wait on God to have some missions. You can set missions of your own. Just make sure that your missions don't go against God's mission. So after we talked about mission, we said men need mastery. Mastery is important because with mastery comes how we exact a thing. And men are highly competitive. God put that in our testosterone. That's what's in there. One of the things that's amazing to me, I'm not saying that women aren't competitive. Y'all just competitive in different ways. Men aren't necessarily competitive about looks, about clothes, but their mission or what they're accomplishing to do, they become highly competitive. Women, y'all can become competitive over housemaid. Look at her, she thinks she look good. Y'all become competitive over stuff like that, you know. But I'm not talking to y'all. It's not y'all month. I'm talking to the men, to the brethren today. That's why one of the worst things you can do if you got a husband or a boyfriend, the grocery coming in the house, and he tell you he getting ready to come out there, and then here when he putting on his jacket, some other brother you didn't ask to bring the grocery in the house because he taking too long. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm going to talk to you because you used to Timberland boots. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's getting ready to happen. You done just got this man and yourself hurt and me locked up. That's what just happened. No. I'm just using you because I know you understand what I'm saying. You understand the volatile mindset that you just triggered me into. You do something like that, right? Because men are highly competitive. You want to see him get, y'all can be joking around. And you can say something like, oh, look at Jelani in that shirt. He look good in that shirt. So what you trying to say? You saying Jelani look better than me? Like what his muscles or something? I mean, because I was working out. I be working, so I just don't get to work out. I mean, Jelani right now, he ain't got no kids, so he can work out whenever I got to run around for you. You didn't already push them past it. We're highly competitive. It's in our testosterone. Mastery is important. Every woman in here has got a man trying to figure out how does he spend 8 hours on the video game. I'll tell you how. Because it builds his mastery. And when he doesn't have a mission that he's mastering, and he can't master you, then he got to find something that he can master. Oh, Jesus, I'm unlocking all the cheat codes today. He's got to find something to master. And that's how you can have a man who turns out to be abusive, but he doesn't treat any other ladies like that in his family, whatever. But then you go and you look at the ladies in his family and you find them all to be dominant. He can't master them. So then you get him a weak woman that he can master. Because men need to master something. We have to be faster, if not the fastest. We have to be better, if not the best. It is built into our DNA that we master. And when men aren't mastering the mission, then they're mastering things that do not benefit their lives. That's why you can get a bunch of men together and they drink themselves to death because they got to do silly tests. Let's see who can drink the most. Now they know this liquor is 175 proof. But they got to see who can drink. You got to master something. So all I'm saying to you, since you have to master something, why don't you master something that has to do with your mission? Master something that's going to benefit you, not master things that's going to destroy you. Can I get a hoorah? Yeah. Master those things. And so it is important. Master. This is another reason why a lot of men don't come to church, because they feel like there's nothing for them to master. I be trying to tell them, y'all please come TLC. I got a whole bunch of missions. Like a whole thing. I got missions I ain't even told y'all yet. It's a whole bunch of stuff you can master here. So we got mission. We've got mastery. And then we dealt with multiplication. Because men also need to increase. There is something about a man that if he is not increasing, he doesn't feel like he is mastering. If he's not growing, he doesn't feel purposeful, useful. So he has to multiply. That's why you have to start teaching your boys how to multiply and teaching them that they have more than one kind of seed to multiply. Use your grown-up brains. Teach them multiply the other seed you have so that when you get ready to sow that seed that's going to multiply you, you have enough of everything else. Because if you knew how much it costs to have a baby, I didn't say raise yet. I didn't say take care of yet. I didn't say pampers, milk. I didn't say none of that. I said to go to the hospital and have a baby costs thousands of dollars already by itself. So I need you to know and to have some multiplied money seeds before you multiply your seed. I don't know how to say it any more plain than that, so I'm just going to say it the way I know how to say it. I need you to know how to turn $1 into $100 and $100 into $1,000. I need you to learn how to do that. And I need you to know how to turn money into a house. Turn money into a car. Turn money into sustenance. Like, if you don't know how to, that's why money is important. And I know what y'all getting ready to say, but there you go, talk about that money again. Money, don't you know that money is the root of all? It's the root. Didn't say money was evil. You know what the root is? The root of money? Your heart. That's the root of money. If you have evil in your heart, then you're going to use your money to multiply evil. If you have good things in your heart, then you're going to use your money to multiply good things. Money is a seed for you to practice, to multiply, to build on. You're not being arrogant because you want more. You're being arrogant when you want more and you don't think you have to do anything to get more. But God has put a seed in you so that you understand you are the multiplier. That's why he didn't say to Sarah that you are going to have many children that's going to be more than the star. He didn't say that to Sarah. And she glad. She ain't trying to. Because pain come with her. It's like, you must multiply. When men aren't multiplying, you feel useless. You feel depressed. You feel unaccomplished. And I can tell you, one of the things that will drag any woman, female that loves you down the most, down, is to see you depressed. A man depressed is different than a woman depressed. It's just built that way. It's just built that way. It's built to her. She knows how to be depressed and still move. She knows how to be depressed and still go forth. She knows how to be depressed. That's why we have to take special care of her when she falls into depression, because when she falls into depression, she'll still keep moving, and you'll miss it if you're not careful. Before you know it, one day she's just putting the divorce papers on the table because she just can't do it no more. She's not saying that she can't do the things that she's been doing no more. She's saying she can't carry this depression and keep doing it like that. Like, that's what she's talking about. But men, come on. We don't handle that well. It's not the same. When men are depressed, we shut down. We become careless with our actions, careless with our words, careless on where we're going to be. Hope gone. And now, as a man depressed, I have told myself, it's okay that I'm homeless. That's right. You know, maybe this is the one. Maybe that's what God intends for my life. Because men must multiply. I'm teaching you today. I hope you're getting this. Men must multiply. If you stop a man from multiplying, or even attempting to multiply, he will despise you. Because he doesn't know where the need comes from. He just knows he has it. He doesn't know. He just knows. So he's coming to tell you how he could take these 3 apples and get 3 apple trees. All he got to do is take one of the apples. You spare one of the apples, but you want to keep all 3 of your apples. So you like, boy, you ain't going to be able to grow no apple trees. Look at the weather. You ain't never read a book on growing no apple tree. Where you going to plant an apple tree at? You stop him from multiplying, and guess what? Teresa over there at the water cooler, listen to all his stories on multiplying. And she tell him, I can see you doing that. Uh-oh, look, y'all rolling your eyes at me again. Come on, some of y'all been Teresa before. I'm just saying. They got to watch me this month. I'm on my stuff this month. I'm telling you. Some of y'all was a Teresa over there too. You know what? I know his socks don't match right now, but I could teach him that. And she laughing there. She like, this preacher crazy in here. I am. But my point is, don't attempt to stop a man from it, because if he can't multiply, then you take his usefulness away. And I know you're afraid because it's scary. Farming is scary. For a man to take land that has nothing on it but weeds and thistles and thorns and wild grass and tell you that he's going to turn that into a garden. It's scary. It's scary to lean on someone else's vision, especially for women who are more independent. And because you've had to be. Because you've had to be. Right? But I'm asking you that if you are in association with men, with males, don't kill the vision of multiplication because he needs that. Instead, see how you can assist that. And if you can't assist that, see if you can find someone that can assist you. And it says, don't do Sarah. Don't find somebody to replace you. No, find somebody that can help you. Y'all all got what I just said? Did you got that? No, don't replace yourself. Never replace yourself. Y'all running around the house talking about, you need to get some more money so we can hire somebody to help clean up this house and stuff like that. Okay. He say, cool. Let's go out there and get somebody. Now you mad because he complimenting her cooking. He complimenting how she done cleaned up the room. Because my wife don't never clean up the room like this. It don't never look like this. Now you got attitude. You got to go, girl. Fired today. Because it ain't going to be two women in this house. It'll be a woman and a maid. It ain't going to be two women in this house. It's going to be that. He has to multiply. If he's not multiplying, then he's not mastering. And if he's not mastering, then he is missionless. And if he's missionless, he is done. So now, let's get to what I'm really talking about today. We all know the story of Peter. Peter is a fisherman. Peter is a master fisherman. Peter, before Jesus, has taken that his mission in life is to provide for his wife and to use fishing and his relationships with other fishermen to do so. And he is good at it. As a matter of fact, he's so good at it that even the people he hang out with are master fishermen. But he leads them into fishing. When Jesus comes on the scene and begins to make disciples, he finds all of those who he's going to call his disciples that were fishermen on boats mending nets. Because back then, they rarely fished with a pole. They largely, when you want a big catch, you'd fish with nets. So in order to utilize the nets, the difference between someone who was a man that just went fishing and a master fisherman was that a man who just went fishing, some of y'all men went fishing yesterday, I heard y'all didn't do so well. We're going to talk about that afterwards. I wasn't there to tell y'all which side to put y'all right on. I'm sorry about that, Jelani. I'll make it up, period. I'll make it up to y'all. I'm gonna make it, Brother Anthony, I'm gonna make it up to y'all. I know y'all was looking for me. Pastor Lamont was sending me pictures like, Bishop, pray for us. I was like, some things just come by skill. I can't help you with that one. But, the difference is that he could buy all of the equipment, but he didn't know how to maintain the equipment. He didn't know how to fix the equipment, repair it. But a master fisherman not only knew how to use a net, if the net broke, he knew how to mend it. If the net got dirty, he knew how to wash it. That's what made him a master. So Peter is the master fisherman to the point where when Jesus finds them, they're doing what? Mending nets. He finds fishermen not fishing, but he finds them mending nets. Now I want to remind you, Jesus, when he was looking for his disciples, he was choosing them, he was going everywhere, watching what people were doing so that he could decide the characteristics that he was looking for to be a disciple. He needed to see that you were already doing it. Now that was a word. Don't slip it. You want someone to bring you in to do what you have a great dream and a great vision to do, but they're not going to bring you in to do it unless they see you doing it. If they don't see the characteristics that you are doing that makes sense to put into what they're wanting to accomplish, they're not going to call you. So one of the deciding attributes that Jesus is looking for in order to call someone a disciple, obviously, is not just fishing. And I know we've said that a lot, that Jesus is looking for fishers of men. That's what he said to them once he found them. But what were they doing when he found them? They were putting broken things back together again. Because that is what discipleship really is. Discipleship is about mending together things that were apart before. Things that might have been useful, but you can't use it because there is a hole through separation where there should be a completion for gathering. So Jesus is not just looking for you to be able to fish. As a disciple, brother, he wants to know, but can you put things together that were broken? Because if you can't put a fishing net back together that was broken, then you can't put people back together that's broken. If you can't put a net back together that's broken, then how are you going to put children back together that's broken? If you can't put a net back together that's broken, then how are you going to put your son back together if he's broken? Like, you have to be able to know in this life how to mend. Because it is a large part of what you're going to be doing as a man. Because we often say men are providers, men are protectors, men are this, right? We have all these things we say that men are. But what you need to understand is that the only way a man can be those things is if he knows how to take what's broken and put it back together again. That is the mending quality. And when Jesus saw them mending nets, he said, well, if they can fix nets, then they can fix men. The expectation of this is that Jesus expects that men are going to go through periods of brokenness. This is hard for us to hear because we look at men as unbroken males. We don't even call you a man unless you got your stuff together. Uh-oh. Unless you already mended, I'm not calling you a man. There's a problem with that, however, because Jesus says, when I find you, I expect that you have gone through moments of brokenness. And one thing that it's hard for us to handle is when men are having a moment of brokenness. Because our expectation is that if you're a man, then you can't be broken. We teach our boys that. I know you're only 10, but there's no other man in the house. So you got to be the man of the house. You got to hold it together. You got to, come on now, pull yourself together. You got to be strong for mama. And if you don't have it together, why are you crying? You can't cry. There's no room in this world for crying. I mean, one of the worst things is that now we start teaching our girls this, and now we're trying to figure out why we got girls the way that we got them acting. Because there's all of this, you got to be here, and you can't say that you're grown up until you have it all together. Let me tell you the truth. Grown up is not proof that you have it all together. Grown up is proof that you don't. Because when you were a child, you didn't have to notice that you didn't have it all together, because your mama had it all together, and your daddy had it all together, and your uncles and aunties had it all together. You never had to figure out where food was coming from. You never had to figure out how to keep the bills paid. That was not your problem. You didn't notice when things were broken. If you have real good parents, you really didn't notice. You didn't even notice with real good parents, you didn't even notice when things were bad. I didn't know that things were, I did not know that my family was poor until I was an adult. Because there was always food on the table. At Christmas time, it was always a box under the Christmas tree. I didn't know all the stuff that mama had to go through. I didn't know that sometimes she was staying in her room at dinner time after we blessed the food. She would go back in her room. She would just say that she was praying and fasting. I didn't know that it wasn't enough for all of us, so she sacrificed herself. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't have to know that. Being a grown-up is when you see, oh my goodness, this ain't together. This not together. And being a grown-up can't be getting it all together, because sometimes when you recognize that it's not all together, you still don't know how to get it all together. You have to, as a man, you have to understand brokenness comes with manhood. It comes with that. Ever since Adam listened and desired fruit himself, and he did that, he opened the door for moments of brokenness. Moments when we can't feel God's presence. Moments when we don't feel like we're doing good. Moments when we feel hurt and we don't have anybody to talk to about it, because everybody looks at us and they're so used to men not being hurt and not being broken that when we shed a tear, they think that we're something else other than a man. I am not a punk because I cry. I am not soft because I hurt. I'm still man. And until we understand that, men, we will not stop trying to be something that we are not. Superman is a cartoon character. He is not real. You have to understand, you are real. And Jesus said, there are going to be broken moments. But if you master mending, when things are broken, because sometimes, guess what? Sometimes you're going to know your mission, brother, and you still not going to feel like you own it. Sometimes you're going to be in the midst of mastering something, and it's still going to break. Sometimes you're going to be right at the place where multiplication is right there in front of you, and then all of a sudden the seed dies and you got to start all over again. If you don't know how to do that, I believe that is one of the reasons why one of the first things you would learn as a human being, there's two first things you learn. First, when you come out of your mother's womb, you learn how to cry. They teach you. Because if you're not crying, listen to what I just said. This is how you enter the world. The world wants you to know as a newborn baby that before you get out here on your own, you need to learn how to cry. And here you all walking around talking about men don't cry. You cried before. It was one of the first things you did. You took in air. He slapped you. You didn't even know what a cry was. You did it. And then the other thing is how to walk. I ain't going to stay here long because you know, PW, the master of walking. I don't say long. But what I can tell you is something that she's already said. Walking is mastering falling. It's the second biggest thing that you learn. The third is words. But the first is crying, and the second is falling. That's for a reason. So that you can understand all through life, you're going to be crying and you're going to be falling. So the lesson that you need to learn very quick is how to mend, how to put it back together again, how to get up after you fall down, how to wipe your face after you finish crying and you realize that your tears not going to change the circumstance. Your tears are for you. They are not going to change what you're going through. So I don't say that men shouldn't cry. I say that men just need to know that once you're done crying, you still got to do something. Once you wipe the tears back, because you cannot cash in tears for your DTE payment. They don't care. They don't. You can stand there and cry right at the desk. Some of them will cry with you. I know what you're going through, but it ain't nothing I can do for you, though. I'm sorry. You have to understand. Men cry. Men fall. Men break stuff. Men move out of order. Men hurt. Men hurt others. But if you know how to mend, you can always repair. We come to a place, Jesus gets Peter and all the disciples together. They're following him. And along the course that they're following him, he's telling them the mystery of why he's here. Peter is the one that comes out and grabs the revelation out of the Holy Spirit hand. So give me that. I know who he is. You're the Son of God. Man is going to die for our sin. I mean, he said it, arrogantly because he said it like he had went to school and learned it. But the truth of the matter is, Jesus had to humble him real quick. You always found Jesus humbling Peter. He said, look, man, flesh and blood didn't get it to you. You didn't learn that at school, all right? Holy Spirit was right here, and he just gave it over to you, and you said it. They go on. Peter says, I'm not going to let you die and go to the cross. I'll do it first. Jesus said, look here, my guy. I know you just emotional right now. You don't really know what to do with your emotions. You just heard some news. As a matter of fact, not only are you not going to die in my place, you're going to deny me not once, not twice, 3 times. And just so that you remember that I said this to you, it's all going to happen before the cock crows. And I mean, Peter was still walking around like, no. Jesus must not know. He must not understand. He don't know him. He don't know he's I'm his number 1 disciple. Because, see, mastery is important. I'm his number 1 disciple. I run stuff around here for you. I'm only number 2 to you, Jesus. Come on, why are you talking to me like that in front of the boys? You ain't inspiring faith. Come on, man. Come on. Tell me that in private, First time they come to say, hey, don't you be with Jesus? No, I'll be with Jesus. I don't know what you're talking about. Second time to come and they say, you been with Jesus for real? No, no. I told y'all now, get out my face. Don't be with Jesus. Third time they come and say, look, I know that you the one. And guess who it happened to be? It happened to be a woman. She said, I know. You ain't going to keep telling me. I've told everybody already. I know. I don't care what he say. He been with you. Because I'm telling you, ain't no other creature on this planet like y'all. I promise. Man trying to save his life, and y'all just out there standing on truth. No, you got to tell the truth. About to get this man killed. Y'all just got to say something. Y'all just got to blow that horn with me in the car, in that car parked in front of you. You see 16 guys out there talking. You just got to blow the horn. Because you ain't got to fight none of them. They ain't coming for you. Now they didn't pull me out the car because you got to tell the truth. Never mind. That's Diane. That's not what I'm talking about. And I don't have time to be messing around with y'all. Look. This time, Peter got to cussing. He said, bleep, didn't I tell you, bleep, bleep, that I wasn't with, bleep, no, bleep, Jesus. I don't bleep and know him, and I tell you to tell you, get out my face for somebody gets smacked around here. Don't nobody believe nothing until you smack somebody. Got to smack somebody in order for them to get to, I just said what I said. Y'all know how we get. Y'all be reading the King James Version too nice. That's why sometimes I don't like it. He wasn't like, oh no, it really wasn't me. The Bible says he got to swearing to go, hey, I said what I said. Step up again. Next person say, I know Jesus. Y'all better ask about it. I done already cut off somebody's ear. Ask me again. Because y'all act like Peter got rid of the sword once he done. No. Ask me again. I already got my boy on lockup. Ask me again. And that third time, right at his last cuss word, Jesus walking by and looked at him. And the cock said, and they locked eyes. And Jesus said, and Peter ran off. Ran off in shame. Ran off in embarrassment. Because after all, I had all the other guys thinking I was the master. I was the leader. I'm the one supposed to be running things. They all heard me say to Jesus that I would replace him. And that they all heard me say it. I can't go back to them now. His mindset. That's the first one. His mind. That's the first M. His mind. See, man, that becomes the problem in our mind. Is when we begin to think that because we messed up, we can never be mended. It's why a lot of men don't come to church. Because they'll say to themselves, well, you know, their thought process gets in the way. I can't go to church if I'm still messing up. And I'm like, if you can go to the place where you still messing up, then you could come to church while you messing up. Because you say you're not messing up at the house, but you're still going to the house. Some of y'all got jobs, you messing up, but you still go to work. Why would you not come to the place that maybe mending will come together for you? Because I can promise you this, your job can't mend you. Your job don't even exist to mend you. Your job exists to rob you of everything you got to make somebody else richer. And if you aren't mended in your own house, your house can't mend you. Your wife, your girlfriend, she is worn out because you got her trying to mend you, and she can't. Women can't mend men. Hear me what I just said. Women can't mend men. No more than men can mend women. You have to know where to go. And he avoided the only people who might play into his mendability because he is shamed. He's broken in humiliation and embarrassment. Same thing that keeps us sometimes from moving further in God. Because we're ashamed. We're broken. We feel humiliated. We're embarrassed. Now we don't want to come around anybody. Especially not the people that we played the part, that we had it all together. Especially not the people that, have looked at us and they saw what job we had and how much money we used to walk around with. And we told them that I was the man. And we told them that I got it together. And we walked in with our chest stuck out as if we were it. And that was all that was necessary. And now we're broken. We're falling. We're down. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to think. We don't know how to behave. And that's the exact moment that the enemy moves into your mind and starts telling you, that's right. You just need to go on and get them up. They're not going to accept you. They're not going to receive you. If you go over there to that church, all they're going to do is judge you. All they're going to do is talk about you. They're going to say that you not living right. They're going to say that you still messing up. And you can't really be no Christian if you still messing up. And the pastor going to get up there and he going to beat you up. He going to tell you what kind of man that you really are. And you ain't doing right. And you're not doing that. And the enemy tell you all of that. And then you start fearing fear. You start fearing fear. Nobody has done anything to you yet. Nobody has said anything to you yet. Nobody has turned you away. You didn't even give it a chance. You cut yourself out because your mind is embarrassed and humiliated and shameful. And so now Jesus is keeping his word. He told them at the third day he was coming back. And because Peter was so ashamed, this is the number one disciple. This is the disciple that's leading all other disciples. Let me just ask this question. Who should have been first at the tomb? Peter should have been first at the tomb. But he wasn't first at the tomb. Come on, men, hear me out. He wasn't where he should have been. Because his mind was messed up about where he had been and what he had done and how he had fallen, and he let that keep him out of his rightful place. The story would have been so much better if Peter had walked up to the stone. If the angel had told Peter, you his number one disciple. I knew you was coming to see him. That's why I stayed behind to make sure that you know your boy is all right. But he wasn't there. And so now, as women always do, they had to fill in the blank. Now the two women have to go. Because Peter, who's the leader, had he been there, guess what? The other disciples would have been there. Because he the leader. All he had to do was say, hey, y'all, get up. Let's go. I know it'll work because when he told them, I'm going fishing, they all followed. They all followed him. Jesus told them, wait right there. Peter said, I'm going fishing. And they forgot what Jesus said and listened to Peter. That's how much influence he had. So I know that if he had been first at the tomb, then all the disciples would have been at the tomb. And men would have had a glorious resurrection story. But now, we got to hear it from the women. Because we ain't where we supposed to be, because we didn't let the fact that we got children out of wedlock cause us shame. We didn't let the fact that now that we are messing up with alcohol and liquor, we are ashamed and embarrassed. Now, because we didn't got hooked on drugs, we are ashamed and embarrassed. Now, you're not here, and all the women got to be the first to come tell you what you should be here to receive for yourself. Oh, oh, oh. And that's why this small microscopic wordage that you probably missed before. Now Jesus is instructing the women who shouldn't even been there first, but he's instructing them. He says, now I need you to go and tell the disciples. But because I know Peter, because his shame and his embarrassment and his humiliation, he didn't separate himself. He don't even think he a disciple no more. He doesn't even think that he's a leader anymore. He doesn't even think that he is there anymore. He doesn't even think that he's anointed anymore. Now Peter, who has been casting out demons, don't even think that he's anointed to cast out anymore. Now Peter, who has been walking on water, now all of a sudden don't think that he can walk on water no more. He think because he messed up, then it's over, it's done, it's catastrophic, he's finished, it's total. And so Jesus has to say, look, go get the disciples, and because I know that Peter not with them, make sure you bring him back too. Because I need to remind Peter of how I found him. I found him mending nets. Now I found him mending nets. And that was a quality that I desire in the people that I use. And so if he thinks that just because he's broken, that I'm not going to mend him. If he thinks that just because he messed up, I'm not going to use him. If he thinks just because he fell down, that his ministry is over. If he thinks that's because he tripped up, and because he did some stuff he's humiliated about, that I'm going to turn my face from him and I ain't going to look at him no. If he think that, he got another thing coming. I need him to know that he is mendable. I need him to know that as a man, I am able to mend him, to put him back together again. I know he messed up. I told him he was going to mess up, but I also tried to tell him that there's grace for his mess up. That he don't have to separate himself out there, that he don't have to stay out there broken and walking in humiliation and walking in shame and walking in hurt and walking in pain. I want him to know that the same God that found him and broke as a mender person, I want him to know that the same God, your God is a mender. All I'm trying to say to every man in here is don't give up on yourself. Come anyway, because your God is a mender. Jesus is looking for you with all your problems and all your flaws and all your mistakes and all your shame and all your humiliation and all your hurt and all your pain and all your degradation and all your depression and all your brokenness. Jesus is still saying, Bishop, go get the disciples and bring Peter too. Now, I know he thinks his ministry is over, but his ministry ain't over. I know he messed up, but I still got a ministry for him. I know he still drink too much, but I still want him in my camp. I know he ain't got it all together, but I still want him to come. Every man in here, God sent me for you to say, where is Peter? Come on back in the house. You might have messed up, but God is ready to put you together again. You might have fallen down, but God is ready to pick you up again. Pull yourself together. Pick yourself up and come on back in the house. God is waiting for you. Now everybody in here that know you're mendable, give God a praise in this house. Now, I know that I'm talking to men directly, but women, you need to know this too. Oh, just because you messed up don't mean you got to go away in shame. Just because you didn't do right your whole life doesn't mean you got to walk around humiliated. Come on back in the room. Jesus is looking for you. Jesus is looking for the one who's broken. Jesus is looking for the one that's hurting. Jesus is looking for the one that thinks they can't do it anymore. Jesus is looking for the one that thinks that it can't work for them. Jesus is looking for the one that cast yourself down. Jesus said, if you would just pull yourself together and hear the message that's coming out of my mouth. I came to get you, Peter. 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 I came to get you and all the kids you got that ain't my wife. I still came to get you. I came to get you, Peter. Even though you ain't put your beer down yet, I still came to get you. I came to get you, Peter. Even though you still puff passing, I still came to get you. I came to get you, Peter. Even though you got 3 girlfriends, I still came to get you. Whatever condition you in, I still came to get you. I wish I had some Peters in this house. Whether you're a male or a female, I dare you right now to jump up on your feet and tell God, put me together again. I messed up, but I need together again. Show me mercy. That's what I need, God. Remind me that I'm the head and not the tail, and that we can fix this thing together. Give God a praise in the house. If you... I'm looking for you, Peter. Jesus sent me with a message, just like those 2 women. He said, y'all go back. Don't tell them that they should have been there. Don't start fussing at them because they wasn't there. Don't start doing none of that. Tell them these 2 things. Jesus said, meet him. That's all. That's all you got to say. All you got to say. But don't leave out the man that you look at and say, he ain't going to listen. He just messed up. No. He said, tell him too. Tell Peter, just like you told the one that wear the suit. Tell Peter, just like you told the one that's got a job. Tell Peter, just like you told the one that don't drink. Tell Peter, just like you told the one that don't smoke. You told the people and the men that you thought had it all together that Jesus want to see them because you think that they're the ones that's ready and the others are not. But Jesus said, I'm ready for all of them. I want the disciples and I want Peter. I wish I had a witness in the house. God said he wants the disciples and he wants Peters. I wish that I had some real people in the house today that don't mind saying, yep, I'm a Peter. Yep, that's me. Now, I dare some Peters to go find 5 other Peters and just put your arm around them and say, Jesus is looking for us. 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 We need to get there right now because Jesus is looking for us. We need to hug it right now because Jesus is looking for us. We need to make it together right now because Jesus is looking for us. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking for us. I didn't say tell him he's looking for you. I got Peters hugging. I got men Peters and I got women Peters in here. Now, he's looking for us. He's looking. He's looking. You mean to tell me, Apostle, I'm still usable by God? You trying to tell me, Apostle, that God still wants to use me? You trying to tell me that all the times I messed up, that God's still looking for me? You trying to tell me that because I fell down, God didn't throw me away? He still actually wants to use me? I'm here to tell you today, God said, bring me Peter. I want to mend him. I want to mend him. All of my men, I just need this one more time. To my men in here, Don't break off in this time. Y'all find a place. It could be up front or it could be in the back. Y'all come together. Y'all grab those hands and tell God, make yourself available. I ain't asking today. You need to tell God, tell him, here I am. You found me. You was looking for me. You found me. I just left the liquor store, but I heard you call me. You found me. I just left the weed house. I heard that you was looking for me. You found me. I just came out of some lady's house. You looking for? I heard you looking for me. You found. I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Mend me. Mend me. Mend me. I didn't ask you whether you were a member of this congregation or not. I'm saying if you're a male, if you're a man in this place today, I want you to come in this circle because we need mending. Because crying is real. Hurting is real. Falling down is real. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's a matter of when it's going to happen. So pull out your prayer and tell God, here I am. Mend me. Mend my mind. Mend my heart. It's been broken. Mend my words so I can speak right. Mend me. I'm right here. 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 You called for Peter. I'm glad you called for Peter because I thought I was useless. I thought I had messed up too bad. I used to think about how I was going to serve you when I was a little boy, and then life happened, and I thought I had messed up too bad. I just went through some things, and I let in some things, and then I started listening to people, and I just thought that I'd messed up too bad. Thought I'd messed up too bad. I thought I had messed up too bad. Lord, I know you can. I know you can. I know you can. I know you can. That's right. Pray to him right now. Let him know. God, I'm right here. I'm right here. Peter is right here. And you ladies that are out there, you could get together too if you feeling Peterish, if you know the Lord, I haven't really been walking with you because I've just been so ashamed of what I've just been so ashamed, but I know you can still use it. You can cry if you want to cry.
If you can use anything, Lord, you can use me. If you can use anything, Lord, you can use me. Take my hands and my feet, touch my heart, Lord, take me. If you can use anything, Lord, you can use me.
That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Come on, y'all, pray for these men as well while they're up here.
If you can use anything, Lord, you can use me.
running from you anymore, Lord. I'm not running from you anymore. Here I am right here, God. Here I am right here, God. Here I am right here, God.